Let it be known, I have refused a war. And now, I must explain why. Earlier this cycle, diplomat Volmeria stormed into my chambers in a fury matched only by solar winds. When our kind rage, we do not raise voices, we shred the room. 2 ceremonial vases shattered. An antique desk, gifted long ago by a rising human admiral, splintered. She demanded classified intelligence on the Earth Confederation. When I paused, Volmeria seized my throat. With our hollow bones, even threats feel like flight. Her eyes spoke not of curiosity, but conquest. I broke free. War with the humans, I told her flatly, would be suicide in slow motion. She struck me, a talon blow not unlike the famed falcon maneuver humans speak of. It was not just violence. It was a challenge. A declaration of pride. Among our kind, such gestures demand either blood or apology. So I begin, not as a soldier, but as a sentinel. Not out of fear, but foresight. Yes, we are superior in shields, alloys, engines, and plasma architecture. But the humans, they do not fight like we do. Their military is not a monolith. It is a maze, 5 branches, each madder than the last. First, the ground forces. Unlike us, they haven't abandoned planetary warfare. They excel in it. Their mechanized infantry wear power armor molded like ancestral beasts, tanks that breathe exhaust like dragons, soldiers wielding weapons that hurl physical metal at absurd speeds. Second, their Oceanic Fleet. To any rational strategist, vessels traversing liquid bodies seem primitive. Yet humans use them with staggering efficiency, even on worlds with seas of methane or sulfur. A bizarre branch, but effective. Third, the Sky Command. You heard right, aircraft launched from planets, with or without starships. Some even skip space via hyperspatial drives buried inside their fuselages. The audacity is baffling. The results, chilling. Fourth, the Space Armada, colloquially called the UHN. Thousands of philosophies. Thousands of ships. Their railguns punch through metal like paper. And their honeycomb hull architecture makes them infuriatingly durable. Some operate at 90% structural failure and keep fighting. But none frighten me more than the 5th, the Marines. Not naval. Not ground. Not even standard infantry. These are humans trained for ship invasions, atmospheric drops, and something they call amphibious assault, throwing bodies into war zones where even gravity dies screaming. Let me highlight one unit, the Royal Black Watch. They seem ceremonial, plaid emblazoned guardians standing beside diplomats. But those blade-sized weapons on their backs aren't symbols. They're tools. Each soldier is power armor certified, and graduates from their gunslinger protocol, a trial so intense 98% fail. Worse, they're multi-vehicle operators. Not just Earth tech, alien vehicles too. In 2304, during the Hive War, no species could breach a Hive planet. Orbital strikes failed. Anti-ship batteries burned fleets. So humans volunteered ground forces. What arrived was a wall of titanium suits, launching metal instead of plasma. We laughed at their primitiveness. Then watched them carve through Hive trenches while our own forces were still deploying. Do not mistake their chaos for weakness. The humans excel not despite their diversity, but because of it. Where our warriors follow formation, there's improvise. Where we predict, they adapt. And when cornered, they evolve. We landed on Arrat III expecting resistance. What greeted us instead was annihilation in motion. The Hive swarmed us in the billions, a living tsunami of chitin, talons, and endless aggression. For 7 days, our forces clawed out a beachhead, but losses climbed beyond reason. The Galactic Council authorized orbital bombardment. Irradiate the zone. Bury the enemy in radioactive ash. One problem, 6 million of our own soldiers were still on the ground. Then came the Black Watch. 4 companies stepped forward. They had been the first to land, by choice. Only 1 casualty across all their ranks. Compare that to our own shattered battalions, some disbanded simply to spare survivors the trauma. They formed a perimeter around the starport and stood their ground. As the rest of us evacuated, the Black Watch remained. For 6 days, they fought while we fled. For 2 more days, they fought alone, cut off, surrounded. The Hive sent its elite. Massive arthropods with armored exoskeletons and strength enough to shatter buildings. And still, the Black Watch held the line. Their presence triggered panic in Hive command. Telepathic messages leaked from their network, warnings about the ones in black. When evacuation failed, the Black Watch gave us their final request: bomb the planet. We did. Reluctantly. 200 ships lost in the orbital strike. Arrat III became a tomb, scorched, irradiated beyond recognition. And yet, as our fleet slipped away, a garbled signal reached us from the surface. A scout ship returned with survivors. Not a few, but almost all. 3.5 companies. All but 20. They had endured apocalypse. Their commander emerged from decontamination, armor scorched but posture proud. She removed her helmet. A woman. Human females fight as equals. I asked how they survived. Her reply: nukes are merely an inconvenience. But that was just the beginning. Because what they did on Arrat III was only the first echo of something darker. Deadlier. More deliberate. If you're drawn to humanity's defiant myths and the chaos they conquer, subscribe to Mystic Nature Sci-Fi. The saga's only just begun.